Winterfest is coming to Fortnite in just a couple of days, with this year's event being called Wintervestigation, and there's so much information already out there about it that I felt like I had enough to recreate what this year's Winterfest could look like in-game. I created 4 different skins based on leaks for upcoming free rewards, and it doesn't stop there, as I also recreated the entire cabin and made it look playable. If you've watched my other videos, you might have seen some custom skins and animations featured in them. When talking about updates, I like to use custom concepts based on leaks as a way to get an early look at how some skins might look in-game. And in this video, we're going to take that to the next level with the entire Winterfest event. So stick around, as today we're going to go over how I made Winterfest 2024 before its actual release. And jumping right into it, as I mentioned in the intro, this year's winter event is actually not named Winterfest, but Wintervestigation instead. And this means we could see something a little different to what we've seen before. And just going based on the name, it sounds like this could involve some kind of investigation that we need to take part in to earn presents, rather than just opening them in the cabin menu every day. This could mean we'll be seeing the cabin return, however with a new layout and props. We already know that Epic likes to keep things looking different with each Winterfest, and so I wouldn't expect this year to be any different. Now, most of you probably don't know this, but I'm actually a thumbnail artist for a lot of large Fortnite channels, and because of this I've gotten pretty used to throwing leaked things together in 3D on a really short deadline, and I also happen to have all of the Winterfest cabin assets still just chilling on my computer left over from work in 2022. So naturally I figured I'd make a concept for how I think the cabin could look this year, and here it is. I tried to keep things realistic, just like Epic themselves would, by keeping a lot of the original vibe of the cabin, with its main parts like the walls, tree, and fireplace staying mostly intact, but I added in some new props to keep things fresh and tried to make it match the investigation theme a little better. I actually took the pinboard from the old Imposters map. It's absolutely filled with references to the Seven, and with their upcoming return having been speculated about since their disappearance from the story, I thought it'd be a nice callback to them. I also took some props from previous cabins, such as the sofa from 2022 and Crackshot's chair and the tree from the very first Winterfest, as I thought it'd be cool to have this cabin be a kind of mix of multiple different years of Winterfest to really add on to that nostalgia of visiting the cabin for the very first time. Now, with all the props in, things were looking great, but there's obviously one pretty major thing missing, and that's the skins. We already know a decent amount about the skins we're going to be seeing with this year's event, with 4 being confirmed already, so I decided I'd be doing kind of half a job if I didn't make all of these skins too. Real quick though, before we get to the skins, if you're liking this video so far, be sure to drop a like, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, as we're growing insanely fast, and then you can say you've been around from the start like these absolute legends on screen right now. Also, don't forget to use code EAY in the item shop to support the channel, as it helps me keep making more content just like this. And if you don't want to support me, that's all good, but just make sure that next time you do purchase something from the item shop, you're supporting your favorite creator and that box isn't left saying none. Back to the video though, and the first of the new Winterfest skins is the new Christmas themed Snoop Dogg set. It's confirmed that it's going to contain the outfit itself and a bass guitar, and it's rumored that it's going to be based off this Christmas decoration that he sells called Snoop on a Stoop, so I took that into account when creating his outfit. And as you can see, it's the Snoop Dogg we got last season, however he's remixed with Crackshot. He's still wearing his shades, however he's gotten in the festive spirit and is now wearing a Christmas hat, and I feel like he definitely deserves to be featured in the actual cabin itself, as I mean, it's Snoop Dogg, certified gamer.
EA Sports, y'all motherfucking server is down.
We're not too sure yet if he's actually going to be a free reward or sold in the item shop. I do think he'd be a really cool free skin, however we'll have to wait for the next update to find out how exactly you'll be able to get him. And the second skin is the Christmas tree Guff skin. We actually learned about this skin's existence from a survey leak all the way back in 2023, and he looks super sick, with Guff getting the Lieutenant Evergreen treatment, being covered entirely in a Christmas tree ghillie suit complete with lights too. We actually expected to see him drop last year with 2023's winter event, but we ultimately didn't end up seeing him release. However, this year we got this spray added to the files, basically confirming that he's coming very soon and is likely to be a part of this year's Winterfest as one of the outfits that we can unlock for free. So based on all of this, he of course had to be a part of this video. I put Guff in the chair and actually gave him the same animation as Crackshot from all the way back in the first Winterfest as a bit of a callback. And with that completes our cabin scene. And now with just a little bit of camera animation in Blender and adding the HUD on top, we have a really sick looking Winterfest cabin cabin that you can actually explore. And that's not it for skins though, as we've also learned about a Christmas themed Shaq skin coming to the game with Winterfest, and he's also going to be an NPC on the island when the event starts. We know this from dialogue leaked early where he's apparently donated a ton of sports equipment to the island, and this is because Shaq, the real Shaq, not the skin Shaq, actually runs a charity in real life called the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation, helping bring sports equipment to kids across the US. So this is a nice nod in-game to the work his foundation has been doing. And for his skin, I took his Super Shaq style and gave him a new festive color scheme while keeping some of his original look intact. I also added a Christmas hat for good measure, and look at him, he loves it. And with our cabin built and our skins done, all that's left now are the actual gifts. And we already know about a few that we're going to be getting. Our first reward is a completely free pair of kicks, and this is the soft service boots. These are the first set of kicks that we've gotten in-game that you don't need to spend money to earn, as the Jordans were of course locked behind the Chapter 2 Remix Battle Pass. So if you haven't had a chance to get any kicks for your character yet, with this Winterfest you'll finally be able to get some in your locker. Following this, we have the Frozen Spikes wrap, and then the Run It Up music pack. The album cover for this is interesting as it shows a completely new winter version of the Budge skin that we haven't seen leaked yet, meaning we'll probably be seeing him make an appearance this Winterfest too. And now you already know that means I had to create him too, as I'm trying to make as much of this year's Winterfest update as I can early. And so here he is. He's still the classic Budge that we all know, however now with a new snowy color palette and a nice festive top hat and scarf to go with the winter theme. At the time of me making this video, we have no idea whether he'll be a free unlockable reward or a shop skin, but we'll probably find out more about him with the Winterfest update in just a few days. And following this music pack though, we actually have a full set of instruments that you'll be able to earn, and this includes the Frosted Frets guitar, the Frosted Fills drum set, and the Icecrophone mic. And after those we have the Tree Key spray, which has actually been sitting in the files now since Chapter 2 Remix, and is the reason we've known about Christmas Guff releasing this year for a little while now. It's also pretty likely that we're finally going to be seeing the Snowblower emote release, as this has been waiting in the files for literally an entire chapter now, first being added in Chapter 5 Season 1. And if anything, this patience just goes to show that Epic really does like to wait for the perfect time to drop some of their cosmetics. Finally though, there's a couple of snow-themed car cosmetics you can earn, and so far that's actually all we know about for this Winterfest. But leakers have confirmed that we will be getting a 32.11 update this week that will bring us the rest of the files related to Winterfest, meaning we'll probably see all the rewards leak as soon as that update hits PC. Now at the time of me recording this on the 15th of December, there hasn't been any official announcement of a time yet, but it's likely to be any day now. And if you guys like the video, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a future video where I make skin concepts for 5 lucky subscribers, so you could be in with a chance to be featured in that video. And to those of you who've already subbed, thank you so much. I've only been posting for a couple months and I'm already over halfway to 20k, which is insane. So seriously, thank you for all the support. Also, don't forget that you can go the extra mile to support the channel by using code EAY in the item shop. It means the absolute world to me and allows me to keep making these videos for you guys. As always though, I've been Boostplant and I'll see you in the next video.